Welcome to the Geelong and District Football League Match Day, thanks to Buckley's Entertainment Centre.
In position, the players are in position and very, very close to start time at the present moment. Glasscock will be in the ruck against Tate of Geelong, and it'll be interesting, Pete, to see just how well this big fella can move about. He's a huge man.
He's a monster of a man, and we're kicking to the Melbourne end, and as I've nominated to Dick, they're kicking to the Sydney end.
All right, the ball has been held up, the siren has sounded. Umpire to put the ball down to the ground, and up they go. Glasscock gets the first tap away. Terrific work there by Collins of the Geelong District Footy League. Picks the ball up, kicks it wide to half forward flank. Christian Highland leads in the race for the ball, but unfortunately can't control it. Ball out of bounds very quickly onto the half forward flank for the Geelong District Football League. Kicking to the right of our vantage point here where we're broadcasting from. We're on the outer centre wing, Dick.
Outer centre wing, and kicking towards the Melbourne end, as Peter said. We could say the other end's the pub end.
All right, ball thrown in. Yeah, that's a good choice. Yeah. Ball thrown in, and a scrimmage occurs, and the umpire has moved in once again. Umpire bouncing the ball. That's going to be a novel innovation for the Geelong District boys, because they throw it up in our league. There's a free kick to Scotty McDonald. Too high the tackle. And Scott McDonald just outside 50 for the Geelong District Football League. Drives into the full forward position, and Glasscock, he stood in front of the pack players. Well, they had no chance of getting around or over, and he takes the mark comfortably. A fairly strange sort of a kicking style, but he has the desired effect. He's got it to Keeley at the centre half back. Plays on quickly the handball to Knox. Knox goes wide looking for Brown. Can't take the mark. Geelong under. Well, thrown away the.
Good call.
Yes, good call. The Alberton player there threw the ball away. Umpire Flower spot on Aitchison to take the free kick. Goes to outer centre, or to centre wing on the. The free kick on play there. The umpires played the free kick to the Alberton Footy League. There's a pretty ragged-looking kick, looking for Brown again at centre half forward. He's been pretty conspicuous. Good tackle there from the Nathan Rose. It was of the Geelong District Footy League side. And Pollard, good handball out, looking for some assistance on the half-back flank. And here comes Geelong coming forward to centre wing. The ball is very close to the boundary line, picked up there by Lithgow. A little flick across to his teammate there in Pavey. Pavey across to Garnham, and Garnham toward the full forward position, forward pocket.
There he is again.
A very comfortable mark to Brown. And Aitchison's got his hands full, Peter, I think.
Yeah, and I think Brown's one of the guys that we mentioned as being a little taller than most of our fellas. He probably sits about 6'4". I'd say about 35 metres out. A fairly difficult angle, but we'll just have to see how he goes. It is his own home ground, so there's a bit of an advantage for you.
Brown now moves in, inside 50. Good looking kick. It's gone across the face of goal, and it's going to be touched off hands. And there's the first score in the Interleague game. Almost 3 minutes played. The Victory Trophy scoreboard, one behind to the Albert Football League. Geelong and District Football League yet to score. And Dick, a fairly interesting opening. The ball's been moving from end to end fairly quickly.
Yeah, both sides going through that settling in period, and Geelong District Footy League not quite getting into their game plan at the moment, but it's only early stages yet, Eric.
And Cowie to bring the ball back in, looking into the sun. Changes his mind. He's looking for a lead there. He's got one through Maheris. Maheris tries to push the ball out. Will it beat him over the line? Well, yes, it has.
Umpire decreed that.
He has his.
It was a line ball decision. We were side onto it, weren't we?
Yeah. Garnham plays on very quickly, looking for a lead there through one of their fellow players. Actually, it's his brother in Brian Garnham, but the ball's picked up by the GDFL. Moved away through Conley. Conley looks over. There's a running player in Nick Pavick. But there's been an infringement there, and the ball's been handed over to Lithgow. Lithgow plays on back through the centre of the ground, looking for the big fellow in Glasscock, but can't find him. Ball goes to ground. There's 3 or 4 GDFL players. Oh, very heavy bit of play, and one of the GDFL players has been cleaned up there. Slowly gets to his feet. I think it might be.
It's knocked the wind out of his sails.
Yeah, it's actually Beck from Werribee Centrals, but he's okay. He's up and played on through Cowie. Pushes the ball over, and Pavick tries to beat it over the line again, but can't do so, and it's gone over on the wing right in front of the commentary box in the shade of these magnificent trees here.
It's wonderful to have a bit of sunshine, Dick. The sun, except that we're in the shade.
We are in the shade, and that is rather cold too.
From the throw-in, centre wing, Lithgow again gets it, but it comes off hands, so turn over to Williams of the Geelong District Footy League side. Lovely pass there to Highland. Takes the mark, true centre wing, directly in front of our broadcast position. Christian Highland now, looking for a bit of movement, not getting a lot, so now he kicks into the man on the mark. Good work by Wilson of the Alberton Footy League. Highland puts the ball back through under his legs, comes back to Highland on centre wing, and he's quite comfortable to run the ball over the boundary line. A few nerves there, Dick. Some of the players you can sort of see where they're close to us. There's just a bit of anxiety on the face.
Yep, they're just starting to get going now, but the nerves will go away very shortly once they get right into it.
5 minutes into the first quarter, one behind Alberton Footy League. Geelong District Footy League yet to score. Ball thrown in front of us. Harris it was, can't get the ball away. Pollard can't handle the ball. Umpire says he's handled the player.
Wilson
and it's a free kick to Wilson of the Alberton Footy League. Great intercept, Jamie Collins. Away he goes. Has a bounce on the left foot. Not such a good kick, but it's inside 50 for the Geelong District Footy League. Coming through is Scotty McDonald, taps it into the path there of Highland. He's kicked it off the ground. Leading in the race for the ball is Mick Illick. Picks it up, puts it on the right foot, and there's the first goal of the game. And it's gone to the Geelong District Football League through the agency there of Mick Illick. And on the Victory Trophy scoreboard, Geelong District Football League now 1 goal. They lead the Alberton Football League 1 behind.
Jeez, he certainly knows how to give you a heart attack, doesn't he? I thought, kick it off the ground, but he bent over and took his chances, didn't he? It was great.
That was good play by Collins. Yeah, although the kick wasn't good off the boot, it still, travelled to 50 metres into the hole, and Illick was able to pick it up and put the first goal on the board for the GDFL.
Yep, no, very, very good play by Collins indeed.
So great work. Geelong District Footy League hit the front. We've been playing 6.5 minutes now in the first quarter. Umpire Flowers with the ball. It'd be interesting if he tries to bounce it. And he does, and an excellent bounce too. So the ball is being bounced by the central umpires. From the bounce down has come to Graham of the Alberton Footy League. But Geelong doing well in the middle of the ground. Williams, lovely handball wide. He's found... that was Justin Tate out there, and Tate's found a teammate on half forward. Geelong and District Footy League doing very well. Christian Highland with the ball. Better kick this time. It's gone inside 50, and Mark almost taken out there for the Geelong District League by Stewie Scott. Can't quite bring it down, and offhands it's over the boundary line. At the 50 metre mark, where it intersects with the boundary, in it comes on the change room side of the ground. Over the head of all players there, tap back, Stewie Scott threw it away, and the umpire has paid a free kick for a push in the back, and it's gone to the Geelong District League to Stewie Scott. Plays on, kicks it into the corridor, Bissett coming in, but the big fellow's standing in the way, and he's just going back into that hole all the time, Dick, isn't he?
He's head and shoulders above the rest of the players, and that's not exaggerating.
That's a great tackle.
So the ball picked up there by the Alberton Footy League. Long driving torpedo, but unfortunately he's picked out somebody in the crowd, and it's out of bounds on the full.
Eric?
On centre wing, outside the ground. Yes, Noel?
Just before, while there's a lull in play, I went into the Geelong arenas before the game, and I must admit, Stewie Scott spoke absolutely brilliantly to the players before the game, and the boys, I've never seen blokes so focused at interleague level.
Terrific. What's the atmosphere like down at ground level?
Sensational.
Ball
very quick, isn't it?
Yeah, very good game so far. The ball's gone into the forward line for the Geelong District Football League. Pavic, a little chip pass, and he's found Darryl Bissett on his own, 35 metres from goal. A fairly cute angle.
Write it down.
We're pretty close to it. Dick's very confident. Peter, what do you...
That was well done. Aitchison, the elected captain today, chose to... great goal.
That's a magnificent kick, Darryl Bissett.
Chose the transfer play there and did a great job. It across to Pavic, played on quickly, got it up to the big heap himself, who was left alone out there by himself, 25 metres out, and he's popped it through.
Well, you're looking at him and say, well, this fella can't play footy, but they're going to find out a little different up here.
Certainly will.
I think they've got to start and look for Heap too. I mean, we know how he can definitely make a football game turn around to his advantage.
So 8 minutes into the first quarter, Victory Trophy scoreboard, Geelong District Footy League. Goals, Alberton Football League 1 behind, and a very good start for the Geelong and District side, Dick.
Is this bloke in the ruck for them, is he legal? I mean,
Have you seen much bigger than that, Noel?
He's got snow on his head.
I'm getting him confused with those light poles across the other side of the ground. I don't know which is taller. I have never seen a bloke play country football that's so high.
He's a big man. Up they go, and Glasgow again gets the tap forward. But the half-back line holding steady for the Geelong District League at this stage. But the ball comes back to the centre, kicked long into the half-forward line. Oh, there's a strong mark for Dwyer of the Alberton Footy League. No, beg your pardon, it's Garnham, Nick Garnham, and he's gone for home. There's nobody in the goal square. It's a long driving kick, and well, it's either a mark or a goal, one or the other. So
he's actually paid the mark.
And well, he's going to be on a very acute angle. Chris Whelan of the Alberton Footy League. He must have marked it 1 centimetre out.
Well, actually, Whelan's the guy that kicked a bag of 13 a couple of weeks ago. He's coming second in the goal kicking at the moment.
Plays on now, puts it on the right foot, and I'd say the goal umpire has not moved. The ball's going to almost be in the pine trees, but it's come down, and that's the first goal for the Alberton Footy League. Now 10 minutes into the first quarter, Victory Trophy scoreboard.
And I noticed the listeners back in town, they're probably going to be a little sick of us commenting on how big this ruckman is, but I think we do have, let's not call it an advantage, but we do have something in that the umpires are bouncing the ball. So, if the ball goes our way, we might get our hand to it.
It just might even things out a bit.
If they were throwing it in the air, we'd never get near it.
But we would not, for people who know the Anarchy Footy Club, Justin Tate's not a little fella, and he is nearly a foot shorter than this fella.
Easily a foot.
Very going to go in the ruck though. This bloke's not going to get tired, is he?
Well, Glasgow gets the tap away once again. Tapped it toward the Geelong goal, but comes back to half forward. Here comes the half back line again. Players mishandling the ball somewhat. Finally comes back this time to Boland. Boland on the left foot drives to half forward. Brown it's certainly taking closer attention now. Coming through again is Nick Garnham. He's been conspicuous, and he's kicked the ball from the half forward flank along the ground. A pretty a very good kick. Educated kick, I suppose you could say, and in fact he's kicked the goal. So at the 11.5 minutes mark of the first quarter now, the Alberton Football League take the lead on the Victory Trophy scoreboard. 2-1-13, they lead Geelong 2 goals.
I think the GDFL are just going to take a little bit of stock now, because those 2 goals came very, very quickly, and once a side like a local side that just gets their heads up and gets a bit of confidence, they could suddenly take control of the game.
Ball back to the centre of the ground. Umpire prepares himself.
Okay.
Oh, Tate did actually get off the ground quite well, but ball went to ground. No great clear out. Vardy tries hard, but can't get control of it. Pushes the ball over. Tate backing up, picks it up, pushes the ball forward over to where Highland tries to get it. Can't do so, and is happy to just see the ball over the boundary line in front of the interchange bench of the Alberton side.
Of course, Christian Highland having a fantastic season with Thompson this year, isn't he?
Yes, and he started very well today.
Yep.
Just back from injury too, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Ball out of bounds. Half forward flank for the Geelong District Footy League. In it comes, up high over the pack there was Keeley, and thumped the ball by fist, and it's gone towards the social club here. It's a lovely setting. There's no fence for the people who would try and paint the picture at home. The social club is 50 metres long.
It's beautiful.
There's no fence in front of it at all. It's all grassed right up to the front door. It's a wonderful setting here.
Picnic-like surroundings.
The throw-in, it doesn't go clear to hands to anyone. Notice Perkins has gone into the ruck to cover the big fella Glascott. It's getting a bit scrappy. No real clear play. Through comes Highland. He's grabbed high, and I think he'll get the free kick there on the 50-metre mark. Bit of a slight angle, but I think it might be. With the injuries he's had, he'll look to palm it off there somewhere. Gets a lead from Darryl Bissett. Bissett pushes his way, can't get to the front, and gets outmarked there by Keeley. Keeley playing, representing the league from Yarram. Little chip kick in, finds Vardy in the true centre half back area. Pushes the ball back over to where Keeley again takes the handball, pushes it out to where the ruckman's there, unmanned. He gets it, drops the ball. I think Christian Island was legged. Scotty was legged there, but can't get it out. Vardy does get control of the ball. A quick handball out. Tatey picks the ball up and is more than happy just to push it towards the boundary line, and over it's gone, and we'll have a boundary throw-in right in front of the club rooms.
I think you might be right, Noel, about the endurance of the big fella. I see he's just taking a rest.
Yeah, he'll struggle in the last half, I reckon.
Ball thrown in front of the social club here at the Inverloch footy ground. Picked up by the Alberton side. Kick towards Brown, a centre half forward. Led by Aitchison. Does a good job, but under a bit of pressure there from Brown of the Alberton League. Andrew Aitchison, the captain today for the Geelong District League side, takes it over the boundary line. We've been playing 14 and a half minutes into the first quarter. 2 goals, Geelong District League, Alberton Football League, 2 goals, 1. From the throw-in, big punch forward for the Alberton side. Leading in the race for the ball there is Roland Beck. Good shepherd by his teammate, kicks the ball back to centre wing. And there's excellent work there by Aitchison. Sees a lead in the centre of the ground, gets it to Pollard, who's almost in the true centre of the Inverloch ground here. Sees another lead. And excellent lead by Scotty McDonald and the Bellpost Hill connection here. McDonald, away he goes to a lead at half forward. Unfortunately, Bissett just behind his opponent there in Staley, but great work by the Geelong District Footy League. Comes clear out there to Nicky Pavic. Pavic on half forward flank, drives towards full forward. Illick in front, comes off hands. There's strong tackling by the defensive area for the Alberton side. Well, I wonder how he got rid of the ball, umpire, but holding the man. They've suggested a free kick to the Alberton side. Comes out to centre. Great work, Nicky Pavic, over the top there of Rathje. The ball's come to half forward, picked up by Harris of Alberton. Good handball over the top to, that was Rathje again. He's on fire, unfortunately, it's intercepted there for them by Beck. Beck to the centre of the ground. Williams turns, gets a handball across to Tate. Tate's doing very well in the middle of the ground. Sees a lead there from Scotty McDonald. It's a lovely pass, a lovely diving mark, and Scotty McDonald of the Geelong District Football League has taken the mark. He's 45 metres out. The man is on the mark, and well, we all know this fella loves kicking a goal. What do you think, Pete?
Well, I'll tell you what, 16 minutes in, the big fella in the ruck for the Alberton League went off the ground at the 14-minute mark, and Tatey from the Anarchy, representing the Anarchy Football Club, has really started to dominate a little bit.
Ball still in the forward area for the Geelong District Footy League. Stacks on the mill here, 35 metres out, and about 20 metres in from the boundary line. Christian McFarlane not able to get the ball clear on that occasion, and the ball still there for Geelong. Great tap forward. McFarlane takes the tap, grabs it, drives it towards the full forward position, and it lands about 6 inches inside the boundary line, Dick, and out of bounds. So it's still a couple of metres from the behind post for the Geelong District League.
Interesting to note too that Daryl Bissett's just starting to throw a little bit of weight around, and I think that's important with a guy of his stature. That make the Alberton guys think twice about going in against him.
Especially in the forward line. The ball thrown in. Comes clear for Alberton, this time to Chisholm. Chisholm drives the ball back to the centre. In front again is Brown. Aitchison spoils. Ball comes to ground. Good work. Aitchison butters up, gets it handball. There's a lot of interceptions going on. This time it's Graham of the Alberton side. He finds his teammate in Garnham, and he's been pretty conspicuous in the forward line. Scotty Cowie playing. Well, there's an interesting one. Geelong looked like coming away with it.
Yeah, I think it was right, Eric, but I was hoping the umpire didn't see it.
Well, Scotty Cowie unfortunately has infringed, and it's Whelan again, and he looks quite a handy type, Pete.
He does, and I know we're a fair way away from where he is, but he only looks like a young fella too. What is interesting, there's 2 brothers, there's 3 lots of brothers playing. The Whelan, there's the guy at full forward, Chris Whelan, and his brother plays at full back, so they might blue at home, I'd say.
Chris Whelan, good looking kick off the boot, and he's put his second for the afternoon on the board, and in fact the Alberton Footy League's third. On the Victory Trophy scoreboard, Alberton Football League 3-1-19, Geelong District Footy League 2 goals, and we've been playing now 23 and a half minutes into the first quarter.
And Dick, one comment, a town of 2,500 people, I think the crowd is quite good. It's built up since we got here at about just after 12, and I think there's quite a good crowd here.
Another hour and a half they'll be gone. They've got to get home to milk.
One of the local identities of your acquaintance, Dick, suggests it's the first time an Interleague game's been played here.
He did. Young Robert, who does the scoreboard here, actually has been doing it for 32 years. So he's every club's got to have a great workhorse like that.
Right, ball bounced in the middle. Alberton Footy League go forward again, and Boland on half forward flank just inside 50. No, he's just outside 50, sorry. Has taken the mark. A little left foot chip pass, and well, Brown started like a house on fire, Pete, and he's now sort of coming into the game late in the quarter again.
And he moves all over the half-forward line too, which, won't suit Rubberman.
Well, a pretty undisciplined attack there by the Alberton player. And
Eric?
Yes?
Why wasn't that reported?
Well, yeah, I would probably question
Don't
it.
you start down there. You umpires never report anything.
Perhaps because it was the captain. Is that something to do with it, Noel?
That Alberton fella did not have his eyes on the ball
I
at
agree.
all. He charged the Geelong bloke.
I
There was
agree.
no intent. That's a reportable incident.
But he is the captain. You don't report captains, do you?
I'm not saying anything else. I didn't mention names. You did, Eric.
No, only the captain. I didn't say a name.
But Williams is a
Fair
tough boy. He's got up and taken his kick.
But
handballed it over to Scotty Cowie, who plays it down the wing. Aitchison does come into the play on the central wing area. Chips inside looking for a lead. There's not one there. The ball goes to ground and it's cleared away by the number 11 in Bolam for the Alberton side. He gets a handball over to Pavey. Pavey kicks long down to centre half forward, but Williams has recovered again and turns onto the left foot, centres the ball through the centre of the ground, but can only find one of the Alberton players in Eddie Lithgow. Lithgow plays on quickly, looks into the centre of the ground again and chips to Vardy. Vardy settling. Another little chip pass looking for Brown, but he can't take the ball, and Maheris chips in, the number 21 for the GDFL Raiders side. He turns onto the right looking to transfer play, does so. Kicks across to another GDFL player who plays on very quickly looking for Pavic up on the wing. He's surrounded by players and pulls the ball in, and he gang tackled by about 3 of the Alberton players there and has been penalised for that, and he's been caught with the ball.
It's a bit hard, Noel. They don't really help the player prepare to get the ball, do they?
He was the only bloke going for the ball and he copped the penalty.
Yeah, a bit difficult. Ball to half forward. Well, the umpire has paid a push in the back in that marking contest. It's gone to Brown against Aitchison, and there's a bit of a problem there, I think. Brown is a big man. Ball chips over the top. This time it's Garnham, Mark Garnham, running pretty hard into the forward line.
And running pretty hard into Nick Maheris too.
Shot in the forward pocket.
There's a bit going on off the ball here, and certainly the Alberton side are not afraid to throw their weight around a bit, and the umpires have done the right thing. The umpires have allowed the game to continue, and the ball is just outside 50.
He's reporting him.
Well, we're not going to say the whys and wheres, but if ever you need a leader on the field and something goes down, that's when you want your coach to step in and take control. Well done, Stewie Scott.
Ball up again. Tate gets the ball heading toward the boundary for the GDFL. Can't find the safety of it yet. Brett Pollard picks it up. Turns on the left foot, gets a handball to Williams, another handball to Collins, and here go the Geelong District Footy League. A lovely kick there from Collins, and this time he's found Perkins at on half forward or centre wing. Goes forward further, looking for Bissett. Bissett trying to use the body, but he's too strong, Staley, on this occasion, and he takes the mark. It's a pretty ordinary kick, but it's all Alberton in the centre of the ground here. The handball, the third one, comes across to Harris. Harris goes forward to the lead there. It looks like Brown again, and good strong pair of hands, this fellow. And it's hard to see how far away Andrew Aitchison is. I can't even sight him.
He was on him. No, he was on him. He was in the contest.
Good.
And couldn't get his fist to the ball. Brown's lining up probably. Right, he'll kick from the 50-metre mark. He seems fairly confident too that he's got every chance of kicking this, Eric.
Yes, and probably a goal that, the Geelong District side don't need at this point, but it's not going to be a goal. It's a shocking kick off the boot, wide across the face, and play on, and here comes Pollard again as it drives it out of halfback. Maheris drives it wide to centre wing, but a good contest out there. Geelong District doing very well at ground level, and that's where they're really going to have to succeed. Tate bends down, picks up the ball, but his kick is high, wide and handsome, out of bounds on the full.
I thought you were talking about no meeting for a minute, Eric.
Scott on the mark, but Alberton Footy League, they have the strong lead there from Whelan, the full forward, but unfortunately he can't control the ball. It's gone off his hands over the boundary line. I think things have settled down up in the forward line there a bit, Pete.
Oh, I think they have. I think that you're running into players that you've never played against before, so you're always going to try and assert your authority. Maheris in the ruck goes up, can't get control of the ball, pushed down. I think it's Collins from the Corio, representing the Corio Club, pushes the ball forward into the centre of the ground, but only as far as Pavey. Pavey turns onto the left, sees an unmanned player which just scoots the ball across the fingertips of the GDFL, and the ball's been marked there by Adam Vardy, who is the captain of the Alberton side, and one go that the man on the gate said that we should keep an eye on. He loves kicking a goal.
Why did he get the kick though?
Because he marked it.
Why?
Because he was in space.
Why was he in space? Because the Geelong District Football League player was cheating. He was up the ground.
Well, it's a lovely kick from Vardy, and I think he might have succeeded in kicking his first goal for the afternoon. And at this stage, almost 25 minutes into the first quarter, the Victory Trophy scoreboard 4-1-25 Alberton Footy League. Geelong District Footy League, after a very good start, still on 2 goals.
Apart from that Brown up at full forward too, I don't really think that the scoreboard really tells the real story. I think that we're sticking with them, and we just need to convert a couple of opportunities, I think, and we'll be right back in the game.
Ball back to the centre of the ground.
Did that make any sense?
Bounce.
Yes,
their ruckman slips over, which gives us the opportunity through Hill to push the ball forward. Williams gets a quick handball out to Stewie Scott. He tries to turn onto the left, but it's dragged down at that point in time. Kicks the ball over very quickly, and it's been marked there. I think it's by Conley. Conley plays on, turns onto the left, kicks it up. Perkins sets himself, can't get the ball, does so now. Ball goes down, a couple of handballs, and it's been turned over. Ball's pushed out and looking for Rathjen. Rathjen takes an easy mark on the half-back flank, chips forward, can't find their ruckman, their stand-in ruckman at the moment. Ball goes to ground, but it's picked up very quickly there by Staley. Staley looking through centre half forward to find a player, can't do so. Ball goes to ground. Quick handballs from Harris. Harris handballs over to Brown, has a kick at goal and has popped it through.
I think it was actually Nick Garnham kicked the goal.
Garnham, was it?
Yeah.
I may have to rethink my statement from before about taking control, because they're just starting to look a little bit dominant at the moment, but I still think that we've just got to tighten up in a few areas, and I still think we can get right back into the game.
Well, do you think that'll be the scoring end, Dick? Are you being the local?
It's a long time since I've seen a game of footy down there, but it appears to be the scoring end at this stage, but that could be because that's the side that's in front too.
26 and a half minutes in the first quarter. The Victory Trophy scoreboard 5-1-31 Alberton Footy League, GDFL 2 goals. Umpire Flowers back with the ball in the centre, and last few minutes, Pete, we really haven't cleared the centre from the centre bounce.
No, we haven't. It's been a bit scrappy, but they've been able to push it out. And with the big fella off the ground, I thought we might have been able to dominate a little bit more.
From the bounce down, it came again to Garnham. Handball forward for the Alberton Footy League. There's a pack there at centre half forward, and the umpire will move in, and we'll have another bounce down. But
it's interesting you should say that, Peter. Since he's gone off the ground, they've probably played better.
They seem to have moved the ball a lot better, yeah.
That's quite astonishing, isn't it?
Umpire Flowers still in the centre square, bounces the ball down. Up they go. On that occasion, Andrew Hill went for the tap down for the Geelong District Footy League. Collins tried to handball across to the running player in Williams. He slips over. The ball comes out wide again to Collins. Gets the ball up. Can he turn on his left foot? Now he does. And there's a nice little chip pass. And unfortunately can't quite find Highland on that occasion. It comes back to Collins. Head high tackle, not paid. Play on, said the umpire. And there's the ball thrust forward. Now it's a race for the ball. Looks like Hill does a good job. Gets to the ball first. He's held without the ball, Andrew Hill. And the fullback from Eastern Suburbs has a kick 45 metres from goal, and we'll see what backmen are like trying to kick goals now, Peter.
Well, we've seen him kick the ball out for the Burb side, and I think he's quite a good kick, and he could certainly make the distance. It's the accuracy that we're looking at.
Andrew Hill.
He put it straight through.
Good call, Noel. In he comes. The ball's kept very, very low, but it's a magnificent pass to... It looks
Ashley Perkins
pretty much like Ashley Perkins, who also likes kicking a goal. The big fellow from Bannockburn has taken the mark. Well, the man on the mark is standing beside the behind post. 28 and a half minutes gone, and a much needed goal we're looking for the Geelong District Footy League side here. Perkins, he's gone well back from the mark. In he comes on the right foot. Good looking kick, and I think unfortunately it's off the line. And only a behind has registered.
I Tell you what, Eric, there'll be absolutely something you won't see here today. There'll be a football hitting the goalposts. Those goalposts would have to be the most anorexic goalposts I've ever seen in football.
There's not much material on them, certainly.
They are dead set skinny.
Victory Trophy scoreboard: Geelong and District Footy League 2-1, 13, Alberton Football League 5-1, 31. Ball back to the centre of the ground. McDonald handball to Pollard. Pollard drives towards the centre half forward position. McFarlane can't take the mark for the Geelong District side. The ball in dispute on the 50-metre line. There's Alberton clear the ball to centre wing. At the back on that occasion was Roland Beck, and away goes Harris of the Alberton side over the top there of Brown. HS Nova runs to Scotty Cowie, runs pretty hard straight at the ball. Unfortunately he missed it. He comes back on Brown, and here come the Geelong District side trying to clear the ball from half back, but they're under pressure here. Harris again gets the ball, but good works Stewie Scott, and the ball has cleared out to Williams, but he's got no one to kick the ball to. He's going to have a bounce, which he does. Going to have another one, he does. Now he's at centre wing. He's looking for some support from Scotty McDonald, and we had nobody up the ground there for them to kick the ball to, but the umpire's put a whistle on play, and it's again Scotty McDonald. He's getting the favour of the umpire.
Yeah, McDonald takes the free kick. Plays on very quickly, looks for Spud Highland on the central wing area, and he takes an easy chest mark. Looks for a lead up the field. He's got one through, I think it's Illick. Yeah, Illick misses the ball. It's butted up by the Alberton side, who go back through the centre of the ground, but only to find Brett Pollard standing about centre half forward, 50, 55, 60 metres out. They're looking for a settle. There's a lead there from Beck. No, it's Illick, sorry, and I think that was very, very close, but the siren has gone to end the first quarter, and the score at quarter time is 5-1 to the GDFL. 2 goals, 2 are they, or 2 goals 1?
2 goals 1.
2 goals 1.
Well, a very entertaining first quarter. We'll go back to the studios of Geelong Radio 100.3 for a message or two. And then